So this is just a basic wood box, I believe 1970s special, 1970s special like me. So I think that somebody might have made this. I did clean it very well with White Lightning. It was a little dirty, and I did have to repair some missing veneer on both sides of my project, here and here, with Dixie Belle's mud. So this box is a little bit different. It has a handle. So there was a piece of wood here that I really didn't like, and I'm gonna have to drill that hole bigger. But I'm going to be adding that beautiful gold hardware to the top so you can open and close your lid. I'm also going to be adding these knobs to the bottom of my project. If you can imagine that this is the base, these little knobs will sit on the bottom of the base, creating a little riser for my project. So I'm not going to put these on today because guess what? I can't find my glue. I don't know. If you know where my glue is, let me know. I can't find the glue. I know I have some, and I lose things on a daily basis. It's just the way my creative brain works. So once I do actually get this fully painted, I will glue these onto the base so that this little box will have a riser on the bottom. That's a really great, neat trick if you're looking for something to make your boxes a little bit taller. These are just basic wood knobs you can find at any hobbyist store, and they can sit right there on the base. Once I get this project dry, I will probably be adding a transfer. This is the Dixie Seed & Co. transfer. I'm going to open it up and show you what's inside. And then we can talk about how we're going to plan and paint this piece. So welcome. If you're just tuning in, you get to see 3 brand new colors from Dixie Belle's Chalk Mineral Paint line. They're releasing the Southern Roots collection by Monday. Right now it is available at your elite retailers only. And so far there's only been 3 colors showing: Bluegrass, Thicket, and Ecru. All right, so this is a Dixie Seed transfer. I've used this once in a smaller box and it's so detailed and so cute. This actually might fit perfectly on the top with that little gold knob, and then I can add the flowers to the base, and I think that's what probably will happen to this project. So first things first, let's paint. Let's paint. As always, if you are coming into me to see me for the first time today, you're more than welcome to drop it in the comments below. Say hi, let me know where you're watching from. If you're back again to hang out with me and play with some paint on Wednesday, like always, welcome back, welcome back. So what do I like to use when I paint with chalk mineral paint? I like to use a smooth synthetic brush. This mini, there's also one called the Mini Angle. These two are my favorite ones to use. The reason I damp them with a little bit of water in my spray misting bottle is to just help my paint glide on a little bit easier. And this color called Ecru, I've never used it before, so we are going to experiment together today. This is chalk mineral paint. This is 0 VOC, so there's no smell. There's nothing in here that will hurt you. I use this indoors around my pets all the time. Let's get our first look at Ecru on this lid. Okay, first thoughts. Coverage is amazing. You can see how fast that covers that dark wood surface. I did not prime the surface. All I did was clean this surface. So I'm going to paint this lid and put it aside, and then we're going to see if we can get it dry enough to maybe put the transfer on top today as well. The thing I like about chalk mineral paint is that it is so creamy and it is so blendy. You can do about 1,000,005 things with chalk mineral paint. I use it for so many different things. If you're new to Dixie Belle, you might not know that Dixie Belle carries 3 different lines of paint. We have this line, which is the OG, which is the original chalk mineral paint. 0 VOC, safe to use indoors around your pets. A ton of colors, And we're going to be introducing, I believe, 7 brand new colors throughout the rest of the week. We also have Terra. Terra is clay paint, which is a little bit more of a thicker paint. It's a clay-based paint. That's an artisan paint. And I really like Terra. If you know me, you know that I paint with Terra paint quite often. Terra paint is kind of it's my jam. The colors are bold. The texture is amazing. It's a really true artisan paint, and I use it a lot to build up texture where there isn't any on a piece. So I'm going to move this over, this little lid, because now this is covered, and I'm going to work on the base of this box. Chalk mineral paint can be blended very easily. You can take 2 or more colors and blend them very easy. I like to use a spray misting bottle to keep my paint nice and thin, especially on the second coats. And then we also have Silk All-in-One Mineral Paint. Silk All-in-One Mineral Paint is a different paint than chalk mineral paint. It has properties in it that you might not know about. They have a built-in top coat and a built-in primer on your silk paint. Silk paint is also self-leveling and mildew resistant, which means it is perfect for cupboards and kitchens and bathrooms. I've done both of those in my home with Silk All-in-One Mineral Paint. I did the children's bathroom in Nautical, and I did the bathroom, or sorry, the bedroom, spit this out, the kitchen downstairs in Oyster. So I'm just going to paint this box all the way around, and I think I might even paint the little lip. The little lip. If you're a retailer watching and you're carrying these brand new silk colors, you can tag your store in the comments below. This is called Ecru. I'm curious to see what color it dries, because sometimes this paint color might dry a little bit lighter, might dry a little bit darker. So I'm wondering, because I've never used this shade before, what we're gonna get. But it's going on like a dream, let me tell you that. It's super smooth, very easy to use, and looks fresh. If you've seen all 7 of the brand new colors and you have a favorite, drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear which one you like. I'm partial to one of those blues, which I too have not used yet. I've used 2 of the other colors, but again, top secret. We're not showing them to everybody until they have been released totally by Monday. Okay, so now I've done all the sides of this box. I'm gonna hit it with the heat gun, and we're gonna do coat number 2. If you'd like to drop any questions, you can drop them in the comments and questions below. I think I actually got this little box for free at a swap, a yard swap. Okay, I'm gonna lay it down flat so that I can paint the edge of this piece, because I think that'll look prettier if I do the edge as well. If you get a chance to find these little boxes at the thrift store, they're always so fun to make over, especially on something you would never use before. Maybe you're trying these new colors out and you really want to see what they look like when they're dry and true. It's always fun to practice on something a little bit smaller than jumping right in to something giant, which is usually the way I roll, but today I thought this would be a great way for me to show you this small box. Let's take this lid over here, put this back down, get it a little bit more dry, and paint the second coat on there. I think it's drying actually a little darker than it looks when it's wet. Darker. Let me move my other 2 new colors again. Sneak peek, sneak peek. Bluegrass and Thicket coming in hot. Move them over there. Put my box down here. And obviously I will paint the inner part of this lid as well, I think, because I think it'll just finish it off a little bit better. So for my second coat, I like to use a little bit of water. It just helps me keep it nice and smooth. It really helps cover that nice thin coat, because this probably wouldn't need 2 full coats, to be honest. Probably just a coat and a half if I was trying to cover something up. And this is fairly dark wood. This is like 1970 style. Dark wood. Very vintage, very retro. Okay, so that's a quick second coat. Let's get this dry, and then try and put a transfer on top. Ideally, when you're applying a transfer, it's smart to wait approximately 24 hours, but I like to really kind of push my limits here and show you all of the things that I can on a live. So I'm going to hit this again with the heat gun. What colors are your favorite out of the two new colors? Being bluegrass and thicket. Do you have a favorite? I mean, I think I like the blue. It looks very pretty. Again, I have to try it out, so I might grab another small box just to see. I'm actually going to pick up this box and we're going to flip it upside down so that I can keep painting the rest of my little piece. How's everybody enjoying their midweek? It's nice and sunny in the RVA today. Clouds are parting, the sunshine is coming out. Kids are outside like crazy. But guess what comes with that beautiful weather? Pollen. My daughter is terribly allergic to pollen, and let me tell you, she's feeling the heat from the pollen. I told you that was going to happen. Keep going, work through. Let's fix that. And just carry on. Pretend that I didn't drop the box. But of course I did. Did I get that other side? It's so hard to do this stuff on camera, you guys. Like, I really sometimes struggle with trying to show you all of the things in the proper camera format without anybody missing a trick. Okay, so now I'm going to put this box down again. Perfect. And I'm just going to check my space. Do we think that this is going to fit directly on that space? It might just. So when you apply a transfer, sometimes you can see the edge right here. See that edge? So there's a clear spot with the edge. I think that that would look really adorable right on the top. Maybe somebody could use this to keep seed packs in or something. Let's get it dry and get this transfer down on our piece. What are we thinking of this brand new color? Do you love it? Very neutral. It's very much a bone color, like a true bone color, if you ask me. I think I'm going to have to drill this hole a little bit bigger when I put the hardware in. It didn't really fit. This hardware is from Hobby Lobby. I don't know if you guys have Hobby Lobby near you or not, but they do half off their hardware every 2 weeks. I'm a big Hobby Lobby fan. This little doodad, it's going to have the little stick when I put it through, but I think that's okay. I don't think it's a big deal. Let me see if I need to drill my hole before or after. I don't think it's going to fit. I should probably drill it before, because if I put this on top, I mean, I can drill from the other way, but I don't want to rip this transfer because it is a little bit of a fragile creature, so I don't want to rip it. Let's see if I can drill the hole a little bit bigger. The trick will be to find all the materials. Okay, so we have a drill. Let's see what happens if we just drill that hole a little bit bigger. Okay, and it's okay, I'm drilling this on my table. This isn't a real table piece. This is just a crafting table. Blow this off. And let's check if that will be a better fit. Much better. See, that goes right in. It's not going to be bad at all. And I am going to have to flip this over and paint the other side as well. So let's look at our transfer and see what's going to happen here. So with this transfer, there's a couple different pages. This is a smaller size transfer. You have like individual blooms, which I think would be pretty on the side, but I really think that this box is going to look cute with that little thing. Like, could you not get a more perfect match than that, right? Super cute. Okay, so if somebody watching has never applied a transfer before, you have a very easy way to do this. I'm going to explain it to you step by step. You're going to first off measure your area and go, okay, I see how it's going to fit. If you were to cut your flowers, you would take out your scissors and cut out the image, the flower that you'd like to use. But for this purpose, I think this will fit perfectly right on here. So you're going to move this backing. this is the sticky side. The other side is just the adhesive that holds this sheet to the image transfer. So this is, you don't need to keep, you can throw that away. So now when you have this is a fragile creature. I don't want you throwing this around because this is sticky, right? This is sticky on the back. If I put this down crooked, guess what? It's gonna live there. So let me line it up flat and straight. I'm gonna stand in front of it. And I think what I'm gonna do is, it's a pretty much perfect fit. Like once I put this down, it's gonna stay there. So let's make sure it's in the middle. And let's make sure that it's lined up top to bottom. That's about as good as I'm gonna get for my image, okay? So once you get it where it's going to live, you can stop. Push your image out. There's obviously a little wrinkle here where my hole is. I'm gonna smooth it, okay? Giving it a nice little smooth. Once it's smoothed down, it's stuck there. Like you can move this around, it's not gonna come off. It's very close to being the most perfect fit on top of this lid. So now how do you get the image off of the paper and onto your project? Well, that's quite simple. You're gonna grab a corner and you're gonna start to gently rub your transfer. By gently rubbing your transfer, what you're doing is releasing the image from this paper and onto your project. I like to always score my edges first, make sure that all my edges are down. Once I know my edges are down, I can keep moving along. There's one little spot there that's not going to stick. There we go. And once those edges are down, you can simply just peel up your paper. This is not hard work. You're not pushing that hard. It's very gentle. You can see how easy, now that I've scored all my edges, knowing that they're on my project. That, my friends, is that. There's nothing left in here. There's a little bit of wet paint from my corner, which is fine. And now my transfer is sitting on top of my lid. Look how cute. That is, I didn't plan that at all, but that is a perfect fit to this tiny little box. Let's imagine where the hole is. Let's just gently put the cardboard in so I can see where the hole is going to be. That's going to be cute. Look at how cute that is. So cute. So cute. It's going to be a nice little decor box for somebody's shelf. That's adorable. I'm obviously going to have to get my little brush and come in on this edge and paint it. But that, my friends, is all that I'm going to say about that. I got to show you a brand new color today. I got to show you how simple it is to use a transfer. It is easy peasy. Easy peasy. Dry off this little brush and just come back in and fix that edge. Very gently missed, tiny little edge. Might go around the whole edge. And when, of course, when this is dry, I'm going to have to flip it over to make sure that I can paint the opposite side. What do you think? Cute. Cutie, cute, cute. Now the next part of my journey will be find the glue so that I can glue these little feet on. Should I stain them or should I paint them? What do you think? Drop in the comments below if you think I should stain these or paint them. They might look cute in a natural wood color. We could do them in a cute little gel stain. I have Fireside Ash sitting right up here. I also have Whiskey Barrel, which is a nice brown. This is really simple to apply. Let's see if I have something I can stick inside each piece of knob, so I'm not going to get this all over my fingers. That's not going to work. I need a screw that's going to hold each one, that I'm not going to get it on my fingers. What are the chances? Do you think we have enough in here? We could. It's like a, maybe we'll find my glue while I'm looking for a couple of screws to hold my work so that I can do the knobs. We have one. Let's do one, just so I can show you what a beautiful color combination that'll be. So I want to put this little screw in so that I can hold my knob without getting it all over my fingers. I'm still probably going to get it all over my fingers. Let's use this Whiskey Barrel and put it into a cup so that I can use a cup to paint my little feet. Paint the feet. So when you use gel stain, and it's water-based gel stain, you really need to shake it up very well. This is a water-based gel stain. This is one of the newer colors they released called Whiskey Barrel. This gel stain will settle. You'll see a bit of a transition. I can show you on one that I haven't shaken up yet. Can you see how it settles a little bit? So shaking it up is going to give you the best optimal coverage. I'm going to pour a little bit in my cup. Not going to need much at all. I'm going to grab a paintbrush. Let's just see what kind of color we can get on these sweet little feet. That screw didn't work anyways, it's too loose. I need a bigger one. I need something bigger. This is gonna get all over my fingers. What am I gonna do? Fly by the seat of our pants, like usual. Too big, too small, just right. We'll just use our fingers, we'll get messy. We'll get messy. So this color, this Whiskey Barrel, is a nice taupey color. And this gel stain absorbs best on raw wood. If this was already painted and I wanted to change the color, I could use my gel stain that's oil-based, which is no paint gel stain. But this is my water-based gel stain. So I am going to just put it all around my little feet that I'm going to attach. And once they're dry, I'll find my glue and I will stick them on the bottom of my box. That's a nice color to blend with this transfer. The vintage seed, what is it called? Seed transfer? What's the name of this one? I always forget. Dixie Seed Co. transfer. Dixie Seed Co. transfer over top of Ecru, which is the newest color from the Dixie Belle Paint line. Once again, if you wanted to click the link that I put in the description, you can find your local elite retailer. They will have these on hand right now. And if you are looking to shop online, then you have to wait till Monday. Let me put this down so I can get the top of it. There we go. Perfect. What a pretty combination. I really like how that's going to turn out, especially with that gorgeous knob in gold. So cute. So cute. So next time you see a little thrift box at the thrift store, grab it, take it home, paint it, stick a transfer on it, and you have a one-of-a-kind, beautiful piece. I hope that you liked watching this today. I hope that you learned something about the new colors from Dixie Belle coming soon. This color is called Ecru. We also have released these two online. We have Thicket and we also have Bluegrass. The rest of the colors will be released daily on the Dixie Belle Paint page here so that you can see all of the new things that are happening behind the scenes. But this Ecru pairs beautifully with the Dixie Seed Transfer. I hope that you enjoyed watching me today, and I will see you again next Wednesday at 3 p.m. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.